onto the field. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Goff now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
It's a great job.
Okay. I put that in there.
They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They run with Breida. Oh, good move. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 55 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A shotgun snap for gone. Open man right side is Cup complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always...
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Airing it deep for Garst. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Most receivers love running the post pattern. You go downfield as fast as you can, you give a head fake or two, and then you head towards the post in the middle of the field and look for the football. A tough route to cover if you get fooled with a little bit of fake in the middle of it.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Going for a right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest gain. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And it's caught by Selleck. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Garrett Selleck, 34 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. To them, when all else fails, not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here. Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He's to the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice. And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position. And only one play to score it. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On first down, it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff on first down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, it shifts past him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those can be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Gold for the extra point. gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now it's Gurley. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Malcolm Smith. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Back to throw. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to get to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll running right through it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll go on the ground. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. A 23-yard run. And the 49ers continue to roll. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eli Harold. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Breida. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Finding some room at midfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 4th quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. That one goes for 36 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these
Automatic
types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there, punching it in from a yard away. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is gone. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
San Francisco gets set to go here. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out and complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together and see it finish this way,
makes them happy.
Oh, that's satisfying for them.
Yeah, they were very, very good. Now the last stages of this one. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Bearing it deep for Garcon. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now gone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gold to add the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Goff now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air. Goff on second down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Woods, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing on third, gone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. One last throw here for Goff. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA.